You tap the McDonald's app, and 7 minutes later you're still in the drive-thru. That wait isn't a fluke. It's the new normal at 417 seconds on average. So why is fast food moving in slow motion? Today I'll show you how corporate bets on real estate and automation, paired with turnover reportedly over 130%, are trading your lunch break for delays, mistakes, and cold fries. If you felt the service slide and the price climb, you're not imagining it. Stay with me, because once you see the system behind the slowdown, you'll rethink where you spend both time and cash. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. You place the order, you expect quick. Instead, your fries cool while the line inches forward. What stretches a snack run into 7 minutes?
And drive the throughput. I mean, the consumer wants convenience, and if you can't get it through the drive-thru, then where are you going to get it? Yeah, no, I think these were really good results. I think the earnings numbers kind of in line, but I think the comp numbers, like you said, in the U.S. are really strong. Yeah, I agree. I think you just got to stick to your core menu items that sell really well, engage the customer through tech.
Let's start with the gap between the promise and the timer. Fast food sells speed. Yet drive-thru times now average 417 seconds per order, and off-peak stalls reach 10 to 20 minutes. Not a rush hour crush, just a slow drip that eats your lunch break. The glossy app suggests smooth. The store gives you friction. Lobbies sit dark or temporarily closed, so every person funnels into one lane. Teams run short. Orders from the speaker, the app, and third-party tablets stack up on one tiny screen.
To McDonald's or customers, you got to slim it down, get it fast, get it fresh, and have it hot, and that'll do it. I think that's what this guy really brought to the table, so to speak.
Most of this is driven by the average check. I mean, the average check in the first quarter was up substantially, a little bit of price, a lot more mix.
10 minutes later, come through the window, and it's like, it's not worth it. That was definitely, I think, not a benefit.
The math is simple. Too many tickets, not enough hands. New formats make it worse. Drive-thru only sites remove the pressure valve. Kiosks steal attention from the counter while staff bounce between bagging, drinks, and handhelds. The headset beeps again before the last bag leaves. That's a choke point. High churn fuels it. With turnover above 130% a year, you end up with thin training and fewer cross-trained roles. The grill can't cover fries. The window can't fix a sandwich. Mistakes rise, and every fix goes right back into the same line.
But also, they have slimmed down their menu a little bit as well, so that helps with throughput as we go forward. But it's mostly just moving away from deep discounts, which really did not work last year. I think they're just pulling away from that, and now you're seeing the comps really inflect or move that process along a little bit faster. You can increase the throughput at the drive-thru.
Then the rework loop kicks in. Wrong burger, cold fries, a refund, a remake. Each one means a manager steps in, a station stops, and the car behind you waits twice. It's like a lane merge where no one wants to yield. Pricing nudges ad load. App-only deals push more digital tickets than the store can handle well, while cash buyers pay full price and still sit in the queue those promos built. So the value pitch phrase.
The way you make it faster is the order taking process. That's probably one of the slowest parts of the process. So if you can figure out a way for the customer to place their order before they get there. No, I think it's really all about technology. I think you saw the acquisition of Dynamic Yield several months ago that they made.
Drive-through faster. It seems like it's so fast already. I didn't realize it was 70% of their sales. Get out of here, Bugs.
Yeah, it's 2/3 to 70% of their sales in the U.S. A drive-through location.
If it's not quick or consistent, the old triangle, speed, price, reliability, collapses. Here's the real kicker. That 417 seconds isn't a bug. It's how the system runs with fewer people, more channels, and zero slack. Your wait is baked in. Now let's move on to what changed at the top. Why the business that sells burgers started thinking like a landlord. What if the real profit isn't in the burger, but in the building? And that shift is why your fries arrive cold. Let's start with the model. corporate owns,
to drive throughput, to drive the average check higher. So in our view, it's just investment behind tech, which is, I think, a smart move on their part to invest in tech into the drive-thru. Remember, the drive-thru makes up about 70% of their sales.
or controls the dirt and the brand. Money flows up from rent and royalty fees. Operators carry the load below the line. Wages, gear, utilities, repairs, and thin margins that bend under every new mandate. In early 2024, that royalty rate ticked up from 4% to 5%. A small percent on paper, a big bite out of a store's cash. Here's the conflict.
So I think the challenge for some of these larger brands to get some of these plant-based products into their stores is supply across the U.S.
Really?
and they're making investments in the technology there.
Corporate wants more app orders, more kiosks, more automation. Franchisees see rising pay floors, finicky ice cream machines, grills that need parts, and remodels that cost real money. You can't pay for all of it at once. So budgets shift. A store funds tablets and a drive-thru screen, then trims crew hours. It covers app coupons that bring in orders, then skips a second trainer on nights. Speed pays the price. Walk through a real week. A manager picks between a new fryer or deeper staffing at dinner. The fryer wins because uptime is king. Now the line runs with one less person, and training slips to learn while the rush hits. App promos swell the queue, but the store eats the discount. Labor gets cut, not rent. Value also drifted. Same-store sales growth cools while price perception climbs. The McDouble moved from value to mid-tier pricing, and with that, your baseline shifts. You pay more and expect less delay. You get the opposite. Menu cuts didn't help. Losing all-day breakfast and snack wraps removes flexible, low-prep items that once smoothed odd-hour waves. Fewer simple picks, more clog. Younger diners want fresh and clear. Fast casual leans into that and wins on quality without handing you a 20-minute stall. Different lane, cleaner promise. Stack it up, thin crews, app queues, trimmed menus, higher rent loads. Where does that leave you? When profits sit in property and digital throughput, frontline labor is a cost to compress. Your time pays the difference. So what is the takeaway for your wallet and your lunch break? Let us close with how to shop your time like it costs money, because it does. If speed, price, and reliability don't show up together, the fast food promise breaks. Right now, the clock is doing the talking. You pay more, you wait longer, and the bag feels like a gamble. So here's the move. Treat your time like money. If a line looks clogged, skip the promo and pick the spot that runs clean. You might want to try off-peak windows and smaller orders to dodge rework loops. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like and subscribe, and share it with a friend who still thinks the app line is faster. Next, we test who beats 7 minutes without limp fries.